The relationship of water and livelihood is as old as the relationship between the sea and the soil. With 480 kilometers of exposed coastline, Orissa is vulnerable to disasters. The most severe and damaging natural disasters to have struck Orissa, ravaging it in the process, was the super cyclone of 1999. It was also the deadliest tropical cyclone in the Indian Ocean since the 1991 Bangladesh cyclone. The devastating impact on life and property damaged the infrastructure in 14 districts of the state and disrupted public life, traumatizing millions. At the turn of the century, it was decided that systems and mechanisms of resisting and reducing disaster needed to be put in place. The time for reckoning came soon enough. October 2013 was going to serve as testimony to how resilient the coast of Orissa was since 1999.
A day after the massive super cyclone Pylon made landfall on the Orissa coast, there is good news to report. Despite the intensity of the storm, in which winds gusted up to 240 kilometers per hour, there have been minimal casualties. Reports suggest that 7 people have died, but countless lives have been saved because of the successful evacuation of more than 9 lakh people in Orissa and Andhra Pradesh, which makes this the biggest evacuation drive in India's history. The state government was instrumental in carrying out evacuations. At the moment, no Air Force, Navy or Army aircraft has been requisitioned by the state governments of Orissa or Andhra Pradesh for that matter, a sign of the success in the evacuations.
The relief operation which was undertaken in this district was perhaps one of the biggest relief operations ever taken up in a district in India. And we have to move in, just to give you an idea of the scale of the operations, we have to move in almost 5 lakh quintals of rice immediately and quickly to people so that there is no food distress.
उन्नीस सौ 99 में जो बात्या हुआ ना, इसलिए भी रात हुआ और गच्छ पत्र पेड़ सब टूट गया, कच्चा घर भी भाग गया, हाँ, और जीव जंतु कुछ ही नष्ट हो जाता है, आदमी कोई मरना नहीं है। छतरपुर रे छोड़ ये गुड़ खाई करी मेंटेनेंस करके सरकार रखुला खाया बंदोबस्त करके असे बात्या पर हम देखो टिके को संस्था आइला रिलीफ देला सरकार भी किछ सहायता करला।
The remarkable evacuation process would not have been possible without the efficient early warning system and disaster preparedness. The Hugo Framework for Action has helped strengthen coping capacity in Orissa by focusing on improved early warning system and better disaster risk reduction methods. This has helped save lives and reduce the economic losses borne by the state of Orissa. Jagdananda, founder of CYST, has for long understood the need for best practices.
We need a social housing movement in Orissa so that all kacha houses, all houses which are not disaster resilient, disaster proof, and they are very kacha, they are very temporary, have to be converted to disaster resilient housing program. You have to think of a cropping pattern, which is we are able to harvest in the month of September, let us say.
No change is possible without alliances. UNISDR's close involvement with the state of Orissa has been one such strategic and pragmatic alliance.
After every major disaster event, we know that the most difficult period starts when you have to rebuild, recover and reconstruct. This is also the most significant opportunity to change, to not build back risk.
Orissa's success lies in its people and the ability to learn from the past disasters. In Orissa, people know they can do more and are willing to do what is necessary to make their state a more resilient place to live in. They are prepared to invest more in disaster reduction policies as they know climate change is not an option anymore, but a reality that they will be facing in the years to come.